Hey, thanks for coming and hanging out. I'm an old guy gaming. And if you want to see this 50-year-old dude take on the hardest settings that 7 Days to Die has to offer, make sure you stick around and watch the whole video so you know how it turns out. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, tap that bell so you don't miss out on any old guy gaming action. And if you've already subscribed, you, my friend, are awesome sauce. Alright, so, hey everybody. I am an old guy gaming, and welcome to my 7 Days to Die hard as hell single player series. Let me turn this volume off on my monitoring computer. Sorry about that. Yeah, so insane difficulty, zombies always run, and basically this is my first official stream. I've done a couple of test streams, to dial in the settings and so forth, and I think I got them pretty good, but if we need to make further adjustments, certainly will. But basically, one of the reasons I decided to start streaming is that I do a lot of off-camera stuff in 7 Days to Die, because I have a YouTube channel. If this is the first time you've ever seen me, I have a YouTube channel, and I make normal videos, and I have a series of 7 Days to Die going. But at this point in time, I'm pretty well advanced in the game. I'm into the end game. At this point, I got purple, blue and purple weapons and all that. And I do a lot of stuff off camera because I'm starting to kind of transition into building mode. And so what I've decided I'd like to do is go ahead and start streaming some of the stuff that I otherwise would just do off camera. So that way, if people still wanted to see that, or just come in and chat and join me, while I'm doing that, that'd be great. So here we are. If you, like I said, if this is the first time you've ever seen me, or are just kind of curious about what's going on, go to my YouTube channel. It's An Old Guy Gaming, and check out my series. But basically, I just finished looting the gun store, which is up the street there, in my last episode. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here to Joe Bro. And I was on the big crane that used to be there on Horde Night 42. And it collapsed and left all this scrap iron down here. So I'm going to actually go ahead and mine up this scrap iron and take it back to the base. And then we'll do that. And then the other plan that I have is to continue working on a tunnel that I'm digging underneath a lake to the island where my new base is located. So that's kind of the plan for tonight. So, let's go ahead and get our auger out, because we should, I'm assuming we'll get the most. Oh, you know what? I didn't bring my auger with me. Never mind. Guess we'll be using the pick for this. Okay, well, that takes care of that. So 40 scrap iron per piece here. Not too bad. So what I decided to do, if again, if you're new, is I decided to do Horde Night 42 on this building. I actually looted the building while the Horde was down below me, tearing the crap out of everything. And I just did it, to do something a little different, because all of the other Horde Nights that I've done so far on my single-player series have, pretty much just been in the same structure that I built for that. And it's actually quite effective. The structure does really well on Horde Night. And at some point, I might show it to you on a different stream, because we won't be going back there tonight. But the problem, for making videos, it's kind of, after a while, it becomes the same old, same old. So I said, well, let's try something different. And, do Joe Bro on Horde Night. And it was pretty crazy. So take a look at that on my YouTube channel. That was 2 episodes ago. I think it was episode 42, somewhere around there. And at one point in the middle of the night, I was up on the top platform, way up high there. And if you've never done this building before, this POI before, there is a boss up there that you have to fight. But because I'm, pretty well advanced in the game, and I've only actually died twice for this whole entire series. My game stages are really high. So I ended up having to fight multiple whites, you know, the previously known as feral dudes, up on top of that thing, and it was just really crazy. So I jumped across back on top to the top of the crane, just, you know, to kind of get a break, get away from it, and you know, reload my stamina, all that kind of thing. And I was up there, and all the zombies down here were basically just tearing this crane to pieces, and I couldn't tell because I was way up high there. And then all of a sudden the thing collapses, and I'm on top of it. I come crashing down. It was just absolutely insane. I managed to survive the fall, but obviously it broke my leg, which is what happens in 7 Days to Die, you know, when you fall. And but I had my bike parked right out here next to the sleeping bag, and so I got on the sleeping bag, I'm sorry, I ran down to the bike, hopped on it, and was able to drive off before the horde got me. So I survived it, but it was just nuts. So a lot of fun. Yeah. So I don't think I'll stream for too terribly long tonight, just because it's getting pretty late. I'd hoped to actually start this sooner, but I also recorded an Empyrean episode. I'm also doing a series on that. Love that game. And edited it and all that, and it just went a little longer than I was expecting. So I figured we'll do this for maybe about 45 minutes or so, and then call it a night. Tomorrow night I'll be streaming again on my multiplayer server with my good buddy Death by Zombies, or USMC Sky, and so hopefully you guys will be around to catch some of that. We'll have a little multiplayer fun. This will give us a nice little collection of scrap iron, that's for sure. Well, you know what? I never actually went in here. Well, it looks like the zombies. I don't remember if there's supposed to be stuff inside of here or not. If there were, there must not be. Yes. Oh, there we go. I'll take the ammo. Whoa, what was that? Oh, that was my own shadow. Oh, maybe not. Maybe maybe it really is a monster. He's doesn't know whether to come or go on that ladder there. Well, we'll help him make up his mind. Ow! Knock it off. All right. Who else? Oh, yeah, actually, there's some crates on top of there, too, that I need to loot. Alright, well, let's finish getting our iron. And I did mention this at the beginning of the stream, and in case you didn't catch it. I play this game on the hardest settings, right? So I've got it on insane difficulty and zombies always run. In addition to that, I have it set to where if I die, I lose everything, you know, so drop all on death. And the reason I play it on such hard settings is just because, you know, the game is still, even right now, with as advanced as I am. What level am I? I'm 134, okay? And the game is still fun to play. It's still exciting because it's dangerous as hell, right? With these settings. If I was playing on normal settings, by the time I was level 136, I'd be bored. You know, just kind of the way it works. And that's really the main reason why I like to play on these hard settings. So, hey, knock it off. She's making me bleed. So I can, you know, so the game stays interesting. That's what I'm trying to say. Whoa, bad aim. So, these guys run all the time. Doesn't matter if it's nighttime or daytime, they will run. And it does definitely make the game very challenging in the early game. But there's techniques that you can use to get around that. And now where the hell are you at? And if you're curious as to, you know, what some of those techniques are, then stop by and watch some of my first episodes. Okay, well, I think that pretty much does it for the scrap iron from the crane anyway. I'd like to... Oh, shit. We got a biker and a stripper. I want to fight these guys out here where I have plenty of room to maneuver. Whoa! I don't know what the hell's wrong with that biker. It's like he decided he doesn't want to play anymore or something. Sometimes they do that. They glitch out a little bit. These guys are scary as hell in the early game because they're really fast and they're hard to kill and they hit like a freight train. You can't outrun them. They will catch you. So you know, at this point in the game, I can kill them now. Don't really. I'm not too hard to do that, but man, in the early game they are terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. Okay, so we need to get rid of a couple of things. That's a halfway decent sweatshirt. Let's scrap this. Let's get rid of that. Let's scrap that. Yeah, I'm just gonna scrap that. I got so much iron. That's easy to make. We'll scrap the pants. And we'll scrap the anvil. Also very easy to make. I guess I don't have room for it at the moment. These I could actually use if I want to as a light, so I think I'll hang on to that. Alright, hopefully that gives us enough to get the stuff up here. Where is my axe? I don't have it with me. I wonder if I left it in the bike. A destroyed battery bank with nothing in it. A toilet with dookie. No thank you. And an oven. Well, that was hardly worth the price of admission. Scrap those two things. And I think we are finished with Joe Bro. We could collapse the rest of that crane and get some more iron, actually, now that I think about it. How much iron did we get? Wow, we got 4,800 iron from all that. That's not bad. If you don't mind my saying so, that's not bad at all. What would we need to do to collapse the rest of this thing? I guess take these down. Alright, well let's get this stuff out of the way first. Yellow rifle barrel. It's worth a little bit of money. I left my auger back at the base. It's too bad I didn't bring it with me because I would be getting even more material if I was using that. Plus it'd go faster, but it's alright. So away it goes. Not a big deal. Time to drink. I'm probably going to need to eat something here pretty soon, too. Oh no, my food's in good shape. I have a bunch of meat stew back at the base, so those last quite a while. The only downside to meat stew is that I have a base also in the desert. In fact, it was my original base. I started out in the desert. And when you eat the meat stew and when you eat the veggie stew, it gives you a heat buff. So that's not actually the best thing in the desert. All right, let's see if we can bring this sucker down. Oh, here comes some of it right now. Okay, let's go grab those pieces. I thought I saw 3 pieces come down. Maybe not, though. No? Okay. See what happens when we take this one out. Alright, here comes a bunch. There it comes! Woo! Look at that. Another nice big old load of iron right there. We should get at least a full stack of scrap iron and then some out of all this. Another good place to get scrap iron, especially in the early game, you know, if you need it and all that, is to get it from... Anytime you see like a chain link fence and these panels here, you can get pretty decent iron out of these, and it doesn't take a lot to break them, even with a lower quality pick. So Joe Bros here's a good place for that. The power utility company's building's good for that. And you know, any place again that has like just a chain link fence, you can get lots of scrap iron from those. Okay, let's hit this last one and see what happens. Kablooey! Alright. If you've never played 7 Days to Die on Always Run, in particular, one of the perks, I guess you could call it, of playing with that setting is that nighttime, other than the fact that you can't see as well, it's not really any worse than daytime because they run all the time. Right? So you just kind of get used to playing the game with running zombies, and then you're out. You can be out at night all you want. It doesn't really matter. I think there's a purse up here or something. Oh, look at that. I think we have room for all that stuff. That's good. Yep, so nighttime, daytime, I really don't care. I'll just be out whenever I want to be out. Yep, full stack, and then almost another half stack right there. Get rid of those. I got plenty of jars back at the base, so that's pretty good. Pretty good. All right, I think we are finished here at Joe Bro. We will be coming back here later, not tonight, of course, but later, and hitting the skyscrapers. Pharmaceutical building has a lot of good stuff in it. Dangerous as hell, though, but lots of good stuff. As does the Daishong Tower, which I think is right here. Or it could be this, I'm not sure. I know it's in town here somewhere. We are actually... our episode that we did on Saturday on the multiplayer server, we started and got roughly halfway up the Daishong Tower. And then, of course, there's the bookstore building. I've done that one lots of times because, obviously, you know, you get the books and stuff from it. So it's a great place to loot. Yeah, there's Daishong off in the distance there. I just couldn't see it because it was blocked by the pharmaceutical building. All right, let's head on back. We have another smaller town over here that I'm planning on, you know, just going through and systematically looting. I'm getting, actually, let's take a look and see where my Quality Joe is. Let's see, that's here. So I need scavenging 60. Yeah, so I need 10 more points of scavenging. And, you know, if you're familiar with this game, that's not going to be easy to get. Scavenging is a very hard skill to level. At least it is for me, because I don't spend all of my time in the game scavenging. So we'll go through, we'll loot this town with the goal, of course, to get those next 10 levels in scavenging so that we can get our last level in Quality Joe. That's always a worthwhile skill in the game to get. Overheating. Yeah, I guess we are in the desert. Let's switch over to our trusty old poncho here. Now, I mentioned to you that I'm digging a tunnel. So if you haven't been following my YouTube series, let me show you what's going on with that. Let me get down to it first. Method. Okay, so where is the tunnel? I'm in the process of still building it, but I do need to kind of mark the entrance a little bit better because it's hard to find sometimes. I thought it was right up this way. Oh yeah, here. No, that's not it. Where's the tunnel? It should be right where I'm at. Here it is. Okay. You know what I'm going to do? Let's actually put a... I think I want to put it on this side because I'm actually widening the tunnel this direction. So let's just put a frame there. Do I not have any tools with me? Usually I at least carry a wrench. Oh yeah, there it is. Let's just make it easy to find more than anything. I don't have what I need to make a torch, but I'll worry about that later, I guess. Okay, so here's the deal with this tunnel. My base is on this island. This is my forge house and it's my temporary base, but I'm planning on building a big estate right in the middle of the island here. And the problem, though, is that in order to get to this city, okay, here's the city out here, and then here's the town. I got to come across. I built a couple bridges here. I have to come across the bridges and then follow this road all the way along to get up there. So what I did was I started a tunnel and I dug underneath the water here to the other side, kind of like a little what I call my mini English Channel tunnel, so that I can, you know, get back to the city much faster. So that's the idea behind that. The other side of the tunnel I have dug all the way out, so because I'm making it 3 wide, but I have to do this side. So basically everything south of the halfway point is done, but everything north I've only got 1 block wide so far. So that's what we're going to be working on in this stream, for the rest of this stream. But before we do that, we need to get back to the base and unload some stuff and get our auger. And there's one other thing I could do too, now that I think about it, is I have a drop that's way out in the water there that I need to retrieve. So this is only one wide on this side, like I said, so I have to be really careful because I don't want to kind of, you know, glitch into the wall or anything. And then we get to the halfway point, and now it widens up. I have a couple iron veins down here that I need to come down and do at some point as well. Whoa. And this is my island. This is Oldguy Island. It's a really cool spot. And looking forward to some really cool building, which I'm going to do a lot of with you guys on stream. And I'm doing the highlights of that on the YouTube stuff, but the actual building of it, you know, the majority of that I think we'll do on stream. Okay, this is the Forge House, and if you haven't seen it before, basically it's a moat lined with steel down at the bottom with steel spikes all the way around. And then up here I have a workbench and a chem bench and some cooking stations and my bedroll, which I need to pick up and set back down, but I don't have any room in my inventory at the moment. And then I have the forges, and I'm not done. I'm going to be putting some more cement mixers and stuff in here eventually, but I have all these forges over here. As you can imagine, when I fire all these things up, this place gets hot, and like within about 5 minutes, you know, screamers start showing up. And because my game stages are so high, I get hordes that, you know, would make, you know, the first couple of horde nights in the game, you know, day 7, day 14, even day 21, you know, look like a walk in the park. I mean, the game is throwing the nastiest zombies at me when that happens. So I'm trying to work this out to where the last time that happened too, by the way, they broke in down below here. And so I ended up digging the whole thing out, and I'm going to fill this all in with concrete. Because they literally broke through the steel and came right through and up underneath. And at that point, I still had, you know, there was still dirt in there, so they were actually hitting the bottom of the floor and trying to break up through the floor. So pretty nasty. So anyway, I'm trying to do this so that, you know, when I need to be here at the Forge House, I do all the stuff that I have to do with all this turned off, and then before I leave and go somewhere, then I turn it on and get it all cranked up and going. So, and there's our daily running horde with a wolf and everything. That's the other thing that happens is the game basically throws a running horde at me twice a day now. Pretty much can expect it to happen 2 times in a single day. So that's normal on these settings. Crazy, huh? Okay. So let's do this. Let's put... I just have a temporary stacking system going here where I put non-stackable stuff in this crate. And... let's see, what am I doing here? And then I put full stacks of whatever it happens to be in here. And then I put food and medical in here. So anything that's food or medical related. And then basically anything else that's stackable that's not a full stack goes in here. It's just a temporary arrangement until I can actually do you know, actual arranged crates like I like to do. Okay, the rest of that stuff stays with me. That can go in there. This is non-stacking. Looks like we need to repair our duster. So we'll do that. And let's see. Got some full stacks of stuff in there. And, you know, I don't stick to this system religiously or anything like that, but just enough to keep it going. Okay, so let's get the rest of this stuff out of here. I found some pretty good gun parts in the gun store, and I didn't click on it. You got to be really careful, because if you have a shopping basket or an engine, well, a shopping basket in particular, in your inventory, and you shift click it to put it in here, it actually changes this one and drops everything else that you have in your basket. It's a real pain in the ass. Let's refuel our bike whilst we're at it. And we'll put this guy in here. And the gun parts. Let's actually put... Let's do some more gun improvements here with all this that we got. Well, hang on to the shotgun stuff. We're going to use that for shotgun turrets. So let's do some combining to make these weapons even better quality. So just, as time goes on, I'm slowly improving all my stuff. And yeah. Okay, so we'll go upstairs to do that. Now, if something, like these, excuse me, AK-47 parts are really high quality, I'm going to actually repair them first, because I'll get a few more points on the end gun. It uses an extra repair kit to do that, but I don't care about that. It's worthwhile. Probably the same thing for the pistol grip, and probably even the blue grip. I'll do that as well. The green stuff, or lower. You know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it on that one too. Just because the AK parts are rarer. And once I get this to level blue, I'll probably actually start using it, because I really like the AK. But, at yellow level, the durability goes down too fast on it. So let's hit assemble, and we'll take this apart. I guess I didn't need to take all that stuff apart, but that's alright. So we'll add that, and we'll change that to 9 more points. And there we go. The 2 receivers, and that changes that 18 more points. That's good. And I think that's it. So let's reassemble this now. We've got 2 blue parts now, and so now our AK is halfway through green. That's not bad. Not bad at all. Our pistol, this one I'm just going to take all the way to 600. So let's see, we've got a bunch of handles to do. And then this blue one we're going to take completely apart. And we'll take the orange one completely apart. And yeah, I know I could sell these and get a lot of money, but I've got so much money it's ridiculous anyway, so I'm not too worried about that. I guess I do need to take the rest of that apart as well. Okay, so let's start combining our handles. So we'll do the 2 purples. Well, there we go. We got a 600 handle right there. In that case, I think I'll combine the green and yellow to get that to full health, and then we'll start assembling backup pistols. Or assembling pistols to sell probably would be better. Okay, so we have a full purple handle. Let's put that down here. Let's do these parts. 600 parts, awesome. Okay, and by the way, I've got maxed out gunsmithing, in case you're wondering. Because you can't combine all the way to 600 until you max that out. Alright, let's do the barrel. We'll probably get to 600, yep. Cool, cool. And then we'll do the receiver. What will the orange one give us? Not quite there. What will the blue one do? Not quite there either. Okay, well then we'll take that, and now we have 600. So we got a perfect pistol. That's awesome. Awesome, awesome. And we'll just hang on to these for later. So we'll assemble this back together. Look at that. Beautiful. I love it. Load her up, and we'll kick some ass and take some names. Sniper rifles next. I found this blue sniper rifle in Shotgun Messiah. Oh, you know what? Let's combine these two. Whoops. Or not combine, I mean assemble. Get a partial going there. Yeah, so I found this one. I've been using this one. This one started off as just a crappy brown one, and I slowly upgraded it to the level that it is now. And then I just found this one, when I looted Shotgun Messiah. So I was like, yeah, baby, score. All right, so let's repair this, and let's fully repair this one. Okay, and then we will take them apart, and we'll take this one apart, and we'll combine. So, the two stocks give us a 474. That gives us a 408, 472, and 484. Very close. Very good. So yeah, so all those combined give us a very, very nice sniper rifle. Level 460, halfway to purple. I'll take it. Okay, don't forget to reload. And it looks like I'm getting cold. Let's combine these two dusters. Nope, won't let me. I don't have any points into armor. I don't usually put points into armor, especially on a single player game, because I can just buy it from the vendor. And then we have a nail gun receiver. Yeah, what the hell, we'll repair it. We can make more kits. And let's grab all of our tools down here. I just didn't take these with me before because I was just looking to see if I had any more parts in there. Because I went looting, and I don't usually take that stuff with me when I'm just going looting. Okay, let's take that out, and we'll combine these two pieces. Get our nail gun just a little bit better. Not a whole lot, but hey, every little bit helps, right? Excellent. And we'll reload this guy. Okay, I think we are ready. How much time do we have? Oh, I never even started. Yeah, we got about 20 minutes. Okay. All right, I'm going to hold off and eat that right before we leave. Got a bunch of nice concrete made up there. That's awesome. Stick the full stacks in there, the partial in here. I like to keep 2 full gas cans in my mini bike, and we are gonna need to make some more repair kits. Do I have any in here? Got 11 oil. Need 11 of those. We'll need 11 of these. And we'll need 11 cloth. Put that back. We'll stick this schematic in here for selling to the vendor later on. Top off our goldenrod. Another thing I got to get going on here real quick is garden. I've got all the seeds here, but I got to actually do the garden itself. All right, let's go grab some gas out of here and get some gas going. Take that much for the auger. Let's go see what kind of damage these guys did down here. Not too bad. I don't usually repair it until, I've had like 2 or 3 waves come through. Otherwise, you just constantly repairing all the time. It's a pain in the butt. Alright, let's get stuff cranking and then we'll get out of here. So I have some water. We'll just turn that on. I don't think I have anything in the other campfires right now. This, I have a bunch of gas. I have tons and tons of oil shale from being in the desert. Let's turn this on and get more forged steel going. Same. We don't really have any iron left to speak of there, so let's just... Actually, we can get some iron to smelt. How about this guy? This guy's pretty low too, so we'll put iron in him. This guy has 0 iron. Do I have any left in here? No, I don't want to. I want to save my scrap. And I got a little bit there. Okay. Basically, I use these first 4 forges for metal, for steel and iron and stuff, and then these 2 are my concrete stone forges. And the same here. And this is for brass and lead for bullets. Looks like I don't have a whole lot in there, so I'm just gonna, yeah, we'll just do that. Okay, let's eat our meat stew. And I might even take an extra one of those with me. And let's top off our medical. And let's get the hell out of here before the screamer comes. And we'll do some more digging. Bounce, 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 bounce. Oh, I guess that tunnel's in the middle. Okay. Alright, here we go. Let me turn this down a little bit. Man, if you don't already know this, once you get an auger in this game, it is like the best way to level. You just come down into a mine somewhere or dig a tunnel like this and go to it. You'll get a ton of resources and you'll get a ton of XP. And if you're really doing it just for that purpose, the desert is the best place to actually do the mining in. All right, what am I doing here? I need to pop this out and this out. Sometimes my I just had a friend of mine respond to my on my Twitter. The other day I was moving some stuff around in our guest bedroom, which is now where I'm at right now. I moved my office to it, and I found a black widow. So I took a couple pictures of it and posted it on Twitter today to freak everybody out. Okay. More iron. We already have a full stack of iron, 2 full stacks of stone. Level 135. Okay, cool. We made it to the ramp. Alright, let's go ahead and just finish the level portion, and then we'll do the ramp later, because the ramp's have to be a little more careful because you're on the incline there. Not to, you know, cut in too far or anything like that. Or at least I do. I'm also slowly working my way up towards a purple auger. As I find parts, I need to put some more points into science so that I can make better handlebars. I believe that's science, either science or tools. I actually have to try that again. I'm pretty sure it's science though. And my science is currently at 7, so I need to put 3 more points into that. Alright, let's repair. Push the right thing, old guy. It's getting late. I should be in bed right now. We'll finish this out, and then I think I'm going to wrap it up. Not too much further to go. I get a kick out of the game, you know, telling me that I'm overheating while I'm underground here. If you've ever been in a cave or a real mine, it's cold in those places, man. It's like really cold in those places. So there's no way I'd be overheating down here. Unless I was either like a, you know, thermal vent or something like that. Okay. That should do it for the bottom part. So we got 3 full stacks of iron and then some, and 6 full stacks of stone and then some. Not bad, and a little bit of sand to boot. I'll take it. I'm probably going to make like a central room here, just a halfway point. Don't really need to be honest with you, but just maybe for funsies. Alright, so let's go back to the base, and then we're going to wrap it up for the night. I'm just going to load up the forges with all this iron, and then log out. So I'm eventually planning on actually making roads, or at the very least, you know, just clearing a pathway. But I'll probably make a road, like, you know, use gravel or something like that to pave it, or maybe even asphalt. We'll just have to see. Okay, let's load these up real quick and then get out of here before the screamers show up. I already have some in all of those. This one needs iron. Okay. And we will top this one off. Yeah, that's good enough. I'll just put that in there. We'll top these guys off. Let's grab whatever cement is made, which isn't very much. Do I have any over here? No, I've got a full stack of concrete though. Concrete mix. So we'll grab this and we'll just make a little bit more. of that. Oh, wait a minute. Did I start it? There we go. Okay. Let's unload this. It's going to be full of gas. And we'll get the jars of water out of here. And let's put a little more wood in this one. Put a little more wood in that. I'm not doing this scientifically or mathematically. I'm just moving quick here. Because if I can get logged out before the screamer comes, then it won't come. Those in there. And I think that's it. Okay. Seems to me like I'm forgetting one thing, though. I don't remember what it would be. So, let's go ahead and log out of the game. What is it? I'm forgetting something. I know I am. I just can't remember what it is, obviously. Well, I guess it's not important. So, let's get out of the game. And yeah, that's it. So thanks for joining me tonight on the stream, on my first ever stream. It was fun. And I will be back, like I said, tomorrow earlier in the evening with my good friend Death by Zombies. And we'll be doing some 7 Days to Die hardcore, same settings on the multiplayer server. So hopefully you guys can come by and join us at that point. Okay, we'll see you later.